Hey guys, this is CTG once again doing the weekly mutation. This time I am on the North American server. It is still the Wheel of Misfortune on Oblivion Express. I will be playing as Raynor and my ally Hobbs will be playing as Artanis. The map has loaded. I split up my SCVs. Looks like our first set will be Photon Overload. Was that Avenger and...
Glad you're here. Need a little help fulfilling a contract. Aim on shipping some nasty tech on board these trains. My job is to torch them, but my guys are late to the party. Now, I'm thinking you'd like to see those trains go up in smoke too.
I think that's Diffusion? Forgot which one it was. Well anyway, let's just try to focus on our game. Yeah, yeah, that was Diffusion. So my strategy here will be to make vultures and Vikings, I guess, to in preparation for transmutation, which will probably come later in the game. Well, let's see. If the enemy is completely groundless, I may just make a lot of vultures to make spider mines as my primary damage output unit, since we don't need to push into anything. So whenever I use bio mine strategy, I use the bio to push into the enemy base and the mines to defend against the enemy attacks. But then, since this is a mission where the enemies will walk into our area or walk into our defended areas, I can basically do vultures all game as long as the enemy is pure air. So I'm getting my barracks here so I can get my orbital command. This is how I always open as Raynor for now. The command center first allows me to get the second orbital command very quickly. And I build a barracks right after that command center to be able to transform my first command center very quickly. And it looks like my ally will be going for a zealot to break his rocks. So my first command center is done, or my first orbital is done, and transform my second command center into orbital right away. And after getting my second orbital, that's when I get my first refinery, and then I start my second refinery. So this is all to maximize my economy. That will give me a lot of minerals early on and really power my production later on. So I saturate my gas so I can get my upgrades. Let's put some workers in there.
Banshee airstrike.
I'm detecting an enemy attack. They're heading towards us now.
Duskwings go to break my rocks. Then I meet the enemy wave. Let's lift our barracks rather and put it right there. Let's make a command center here.
Looks like our
Let's see
enemy
what
is
the...
Protoss.
Oh, Protoss! That is nice. Adepts. That is nice. Protoss compositions are one of the easier ones to handle in co-op. So that is why I'm pretty glad.
Blow up that train before it reaches its destination.
That's our cue. We need to bring that thing down quick-like.
So I start a pair of refineries here and move my orbital command into place. Let's move our barracks there. Let's start our medic upgrades just in case we need to get bio later on. Twister, that's also easy.
Command center upgrade complete.
Yeah, we will face DT's Dark Templar later on because if the second wave contains Stalkers and Adepts, that means the enemy will use
We got some
Dark
visitors
Templar,
heading for our base. They don't
Phoenixes,
look
and
too
Disruptors later on. So it looks like the first train will go down.
Has been destroyed.
There we go.
friendly. There you go. We got it.
And use Yamato on those clumped up Stalkers. Since for some reason the Hyperion's Yamato gun has an area damage.
What's going on?
that allows us to take out a lot of units at the same time. That's the point of AoE, or area damage. So I start my starports, but
Add-on complete.
well, since the enemy is ground-based, I might not need these
Command center upgrade
starports
complete.
after all. But anyway, yeah, let's cancel those. Let's just start more barracks. Yeah, let's just go for biomine. Let's use our Duskwings. So I changed my masteries around this time from the Hyperion to the Duskwings, and that will allow me to get the Duskwings. The reasoning is the Duskwings are great versus armored units, and that's what the train is. So I get the Vulture upgrades.
Center upgrade complete.
Looks like my ally is going for Immortals. Those are also great.
Robbing a train like this, but with these guys, it's probably safer to light it up.
Immortals are also great versus trains. Movement speed. Uh-oh. This one is bad for Raider in the early game, since I need the energy from the orbitals to mule my base to power my army production. But since well, the good news is we have an Artanis ally, and Artanis has great detection in the form of those observers.
Complete. Upgrade complete.
That will mean that we will not need to use our orbital scans for
Add-on complete.
scanner sweep, or orbital energy for scanner sweep.
As close to units. We will need detection.
Oh, look at that. My bio will be quite effective here as long as transmutation is not active. Transmutation or Avenger, I guess.
Banshee
So let's start
ready for deployment.
our
Center upgrade.
infantry
Banshees
upgrades.
are incoming.
Let's call down the Banshees to keep hitting the trains. And as I said earlier, the Banshees do bonus damage versus the trains,
Main objective destroyed.
and the
Now
train will
that
fall
is how you do it.
in short order. Let's keep macroing up units, guys. Laser drill. So even in co-op
Enemy attack
macro,
coming to our base. Stay frosty.
even in co-op macro is always more important than micro. The larger army you have, the better chances you have at defeating enemy waves and actually getting even more kills than your ally. Oh, they're all cloaked. So I'll burn a scan here and kill all those units. So we're being efficient here, using a single scan only to kill off the entire wave. So let's get level 1.
Incoming
Mech
train.
upgrades.
Do whatever it takes to derail it.
That'll make my Banshees a lot more effective versus the trains. So I start... oh, laser drill. Guess that was the new one. Oh, look at that! The spider mines are already taking care of the enemy waves.
Banshee airstrike.
And of course, since our allies are Tanis,
Down an airstrike.
we get Guardian Shell. And that makes my bio survive for a lot longer than the other ways would. Now let's stem in and kill that train. And there we go.
Objective has been destroyed.
Well done. We have prevented this one's flight.
So far this is quite manageable.
There's a train booking it on the bottom track. If you want to catch it, you're gonna have to move fast.
So far this is manageable, but we'll see later on. Maybe once we get things like Black Death and the Transmutation, it'll start getting really tough, and I'll have to rely on my vultures to do the bulk of the damage, and I'll have to pull back my infantry.
Our allies are being attacked.
Let's mule hammer our base
Not enough
and
minerals.
start level 2 infantry upgrades. Now look at that.
Best
The
get ready. Enemies headed for our base.
point defense drones of the Hyperion are still providing value.
Allies are being attacked.
And scan there. Oh, that was a bit less efficient. But at least we move unseen is no longer active, and it is replaced with self-destruction,
Upgrade.
which is not great news for our bio. Oh, but looks like It looks like at least the spider mines do not get affected by the self-destruction blasts. We need to kill that observer.
Trains are leaving both stations at once. I guess they're trying to stay on schedule.
Rip. That one vulture got hit by the
Shielding our warriors now.
self-destruction. So let's make another pair of supply depots. So it looks like my ally is heading for the southern train, and that is fine. I'll take care of the northern one, as well as put some more spider mines.
Nice work, commanders.
Oh, look at that! I'm guessing he used solar bombardment on the train. That is fine.
Objective destroyed.
That is fine.
You ain't going anywhere.
The more help we get, the better. So we're about halfway through the mutation, and so far luck is on our side. We haven't gotten any real Rainer killers. I say Rainer killers because Artanis is naturally adaptable to most mutations because his units are quite tanky. I guess Black Death might affect him, but that affects Rainer even harder. Unless Rainer goes for a lot of spider mice, of course.
Detecting enemy forces. Templar, prepare to intercept.
Under attack.
Oh, I thought there was a Dark Templar here. I saw that red vulture.
Our allies.
Looks like oh, my ally is intercepting the wave, but I already have spider mine, so he didn't even actually do that. Oh, Phoenix. Yeah, I need to I need to get some bio there. That's fine. Let's get this SCV back to work and then produce a reactor from that barracks. So forget the Vulture and Viking, guys. I'm just going bio mine.
Transit.
My usual strategy for Rainer. And I already have that train all set up with spider mines. Looks like the temporal field got in between my allies' gas. That will cut into his income a bit.
Complete.
That is fine, since as long as I have spider mines, I am good to go.
Complete.
Oh, so my mines are already. Oh, are those outbreak? Is that outbreak? So I need to take care of those infested. They're being a little annoyance. Yeah, look at that. The train didn't even last that long.
Has been destroyed.
There we go.
Our target has been contained.
Yeah, I wasn't even looking at the train.
Ready for deployment.
I was just focusing on defense. But all of this is enabled by the fact that I already put a lot of spider mines in the path. This is what I'm doing, putting a lot of spider mines, so that I wouldn't necessarily need to look at this location later on when the enemy waves and trains hit. Oh, void rifts.
Base.
Oh, this is
Forces.
a tough one. Although Rainer's good at handling void rifts in general are pretty tough. I can drop down marines to snipe
Enemy forces.
a set of rifts,
Prepare our defense.
Are being attacked.
but as you can see, I'm at 194 supply already, and I won't have a lot of marine drops ready. With just 6 supply, maybe I could sacrifice some units. That's fine again. Since I'm setting up a lot of spider mines, yeah, look at that. Yeah, eat spider mines. Look at that. Oh, why are all those guys clumping up here? Let's get everyone out of there. Right click and then, oh, yeah, my spider mines got stuck. Or my vultures rather got stuck. That's fine again, since I already have a bunch of spider mines here. Yeah, look at that. Aim on stuff eating spider mines. They didn't even get into their positions. Uh-oh, missile command. I need to get my bio back in my base to snipe the missiles, and then I'll need to get a bunch of bunkers right here to
Our allies are being attacked.
snipe down the missiles. The good thing about Raynor is
Main objective destroyed.
his bunkers
Right on time.
aren't projectile
Starcraft
shooting
offers
is,
a
although
big
technically
bonus for hitting the trains on the third rail, but don't do it for me. Do it for the good of the sector.
technically Raynor's bio and barracks have projectile attacks, but they hit instantly, so the point defense drones don't actually affect them.
The doctor is in.
So let's use Hyperion to snipe down these void rifts and put down. Let's send our
Body bags.
Hyperion as soon as the warp jump cooldown is off. Jump here, kill that. Oh, that's a Banshee.
Bonus objective
Scan.
complete.
Oh, nice. My ally was able to take care of that
Enemy
bonus.
forces inbound on our base.
I have nothing there. Misfortune. Yamato! Bam! Look at that. So much value. And let's put spider mines here. So have another benefit of having the Hyperion there is that my units actually have an opportunity to get in place and deploy spider mines. Yeah, look at that. Another void rift down. Oh, what are you doing there? Just not killing that rift.
They can't have much cargo left. Keep it up.
Not Templar, but it is gone now. And looks like
Airstrike ready for
we
deployment.
will be able to complete this mutation without so much trouble.
Activating shields.
Your forces
I'm sending an airstrike now.
Let's call down the Duskwings.
Our allies
Oh,
are being
looks like some of my supply depots got destroyed, but that's fine since we are almost complete with this mutation. Yeah, that train hasn't even gotten to my spider mines yet, but once it does, yeah, look at that. Watch that. Just watch its health bar drop. It's now yellow and orange. As it hits more spider mines. There we go.
destroyed.
Right as Black
It is
Death
not
goes
so
active.
simple to evade the wrath of the Templar.
That's a done deal. Been a pleasure working with you.
We go look. Yeah, nah. Toad's skill. Well, I hope you enjoyed that. Thank you for watching. If you have a suggestion for what else I can do on this mutation, please leave that in a comment. Still don't have a Protoss video. Maybe I'll go Sporzune. Yeah, 874 to 422 and damage Delta trains. I got about 10,000 more. Raynor is pretty good as long as Artanis has Guardian Shell. Alright, see you